One of the things that happened in Reims during the founder's beginning of his career as an educator was he was advised by his other spiritual director, not Nicolas Roland but Nicolas Paré. They were advised that, if you really want this project of establishing the schools to be God's work, then you should not be investing so much in it. You just do what God requires, but spending your family patrimony or inheritance on the schools may not be the right thing. God will provide. It was the spirituality of the time as well. So the founder had to decide, how to get rid of his family wealth and all, which was his part. He didn't get rid of the wealth, the money that belonged to his brothers and sisters. It was his personal share as the oldest son. There was a mini ice age. When this mini ice age hit France, I think the National Geographic magazine called that the mini ice age because it was a prolonged winter. Thousands throughout France died. Infants and older people, they could not take the cold, and because the winter was so prolonged, the farmers could not plant in spring. When you cannot plant, and there's no food to eat, you eat the seeds you're supposed to plant. So there's nothing to plant, or there's something to plant, the ground was too hard to dig. So with so many deaths, famine across the land, the poor came thronging to the cities all over France, begging for food. But even the rich, meaning the founder's relatives, could not feed their families. So the founder began to sell, to dispossess himself of family holdings and properties. And no one can sell during a time of economic downturn at a profit. Everything was sold at a loss. But the little money he got, he bought bread. And bread he distributed to the poor, even to the rich who had no more money left. So by the time the famine broke, the founder had no more money in the bank. He had nothing to begin with, as the gospel says. If you wish to follow Christ, you sell everything you have, give it to the poor, and then follow him. The founder, whether he did it willingly or reluctantly, it happened. And so historically, he had dispossessed himself of all his personal wealth, keeping enough for his family, and all the few early teachers he had abandoned the project, and the founder was left with nothing. But many people heard what he had done during the famine, and they were very impressed, and many came to join him. Within 1 year after the famine, there were 12 men who were willing to make vows. Now take note, before the famine, they were just ordinary teachers. But after the famine, they were more like religious brothers. And they all took vows 1 year on Trinity Sunday after the famine had broken.